Hello students, I hope that you had a very lovely Christmas break surrounded by your family and that you have come back ready to start learning chemistry again. So we are going to start with a bit of review as well as some new topics, but we're still going to be talking about the periodic table. So the first question that I'm going to pose to you is, why do you think the periodic table elements are not organized alphabetically? Why do you suppose it looks so funny? Right, so the original periodic table that was widely accepted was created by a man by the name of Dmitri Mendeleev. And this was not the first person to come up with an organization or visual organization of the elements, but he was the first one to come up with the table that we now know. And it was widely accepted because he came up with elements that had not been found yet, just by organizing all of the elements both that we already knew about and elements that we were later to discover by their similar properties and similar characteristics. So today we know many of the elements that he postulated originally. Originally he just put their characteristics but left the element name blank because he did not know about them. But today we have been able to fill in all of those missing elements, and we still maintain that visual organization by characteristics as well as by energy levels. There are two directions in which the periodic table is organized. It's organized vertically into columns as well as organized horizontally into rows. We call those vertical columns groups. They're also known as families. These are elements that have similar chemical properties to one another, and there's a total of 18 families or groups. Now, the horizontal rows are called periods, and these contain elements with the same number of energy levels. There's a total of 7 total periods. So we'll start with periods. These again are the horizontal rows of the periodic table. There's a total of 7. And as the amount of periods increases, so does the size of the element and the total energy. So the period number of any element is going to show you how many energy levels that element contains. And how many energy levels just tells you how many orbitals that element has to organize its electrons. So each of the elements on the periodic table have a specific period. And this, again, is associated with the maximum amount of energy levels for that specific element. If you look at the periodic table, we start numbering the periods from the very top and count downwards, 1 to 7. Groups are the other way of organizing the periodic table. These are the vertical columns. These are grouped by similar characteristics, and they're numbered 1 through 8, going from left to right. Some groups have specific names used to refer to them instead of their number, and we'll go through them.